More than ever, this is a time to fight. This is no time to be a bystander. The JCRC is not an organization of bystanders. We are an organization of fighters.
The vital work of the JCRC does every day is truly inspiring. From confronting anti-Semitism to advocating for social justice to building coalitions that strengthen our shared values. Your unwavering efforts uplift people of all faiths, backgrounds, and walks of life.
When we talk about where the problem is in Gaza, it is clearly Hamas.
Hamas is militarily dismantled and is not capable of launching another October 7th style attack.
Iran did not create the conflicts in the region, but it exploited every single one of them.
How strong is the Israeli society and how stable it is?
There's a distinction between bringing an end to the fighting and executing a day after plan.
There's a specific paragraph saying in the plan that Hamas will not take any part in this future government.
It always seems to me that there's not more than 2 levels of separation between all of us and these hostages. These are not remote people to us. They are us.
Imagine all the mothers hugging their daughters, all the sisters hugging their sisters, and me hugging my kid and screaming and saying, it's the best moment of my life.
The religion is not the problem. The real people is not the problem. It's politics and radicalism and extremism are being the loudest and silencing the real people.
I wish that we could be getting more people to be able to hear and see these voices and to know, the fact that there are more Muslims who are speaking up in Muslim countries in favor of a more moderate path.
Here at home, anti-Semitic attacks continue to set records each year. It is, by just about any metric, a hard time to be Jewish.
Lashing out at American Jews as a response to the Israel-Hamas war, as a response to geopolitical crises happening halfway around the world. That's anti-Semitic.
What we really need right now is we need a massive infusion of federal funds as well as a massive infusion of state and local funds to provide for the operating dollars so that we can hire security to expand the perimeter.
I'm here today to urge the council to provide $750,000 for the Safe and Secure DC grant program. The DC program could not have come at a more critical time. In the district, we've experienced an unprecedented surge in acts of Jew hatred.
I want to thank JCRC team led by Ron Halber for their tireless work in putting today's program together and for the support that they give us 365 days a year to ensure that we can do the work that we do.
Beit Mishpachah is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. And again, I think it is important for us to stress that if it wasn't for the JCRC, we wouldn't be at this important milestone.
What I admire most and what distinguishes JCRC from other organizations is your fierce advocacy for the Jewish community and for other populations in need.
The recent wave of unacceptable and arbitrary firing of federal workers, especially here in DC, has had a devastating impact, including on members of our Jewish community. And we want to be clear today, we see you, we care about you, and our community is here for you.
Women are literally dying because they are being denied critical health care due to draconian abortion restrictions and bans. We must not let those peddling anti-Semitism intimidate or dissuade us from fighting for what we know is right.
My parents taught me to speak up for immigrants, to advocate and use the blessing and privilege
of having roots in this country to help newcomers to this country. Because people once did that for us, and we must do that for others.
The way that we are talking and thinking about the threats to American democracy right now starts with a really important acknowledgement, which is that threats to democracy don't exist on one side of the spectrum or the other.
I got the opportunity to present for a teacher training a lot of these teachers had never met Jewish people before or heard about the Holocaust. They were learning about it for the first time.
So much of what we do at the JCRC and what we do within our education system is to teach people about, number one, the unknown. People tend to be afraid of what they don't know. So the best way to uplift the Jewish community and really talk about our successes as a cohesive group of people is to teach people what they don't know and allow them to understand that we are a wonderful, amazing community with so many different assets that make us who we are today.
And through JCRC, we were able to have some student speakers come in last year, and it was just such a valuable experience. As you know, the term I often use is this idea of like demystifying what you hear, and it's almost countering what many of our students and adults see online, social media.
The JCRC strongly believes that school board members should have a baseline competency in all forms of hatred, including anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and racism. This knowledge would help schools respond swiftly and effectively to all bias incidents.
Often the JCRC is the very first to respond to families whose children are being harassed and alienated in school simply because they're Jewish. It provides support to families who are in crisis, who themselves are alienated from their principal community.
I am lighting a candle on Yom HaShoah to remember my aunts, uncles, and cousins who were killed by the Nazis. May their memory be a blessing.
The McGee program, I thought it was a gift when I first heard about it, because I've had this story I've been wanting to tell, like I said, since I was 8 years old. Our goal is to pass this on. Our goal is to give the next generation the stories and the lessons and what we need them to carry on if anything is going to change.
I commit to living a proud Jewish life in the memory of the 6 million who did not have that chance, and to preserve our collective Jewish future.
Our duty today is to look back in history and see that all the wars were fought for their own reasons. We could coexist. It's a dream, but it's doable.
And we know the path forward is the same strategy that we use here in our own country to try and enjoy coexistence with others, which is people-to-people contact. Governments talk, people make things happen.
In the midst of constant change and challenges that we face as an American society and as a Jewish community, the JCRC is always there. It adapts to the times, it focuses on the most critical issues, and it makes sure that we stay strong as a Jewish community and as a Jewish people.
Ultimately, this work is about hope. It's about showing that culture change is possible, that even when there are generations of mistrust, people can come together, learn from each other, and build something new. And the interfaith table is where democracy is kept alive. And we're grateful to have JCRC at that table with us.